everybody doing? How's everybody doing, man? It is your boy West Coast. We live in the building with the three amigos of cowboy content, bringing you guys y'all Monday dose of cowboy content like nobody else can bring it, man. Say,
Yes,
man, I got my
sir.
boy Landlord. I got my boy Landlord from Alabama in the building. How you doing this morning, my guy?
What's happening? What's happening? We in here about to cook. You know, the three amigos. You know what I'm saying? We finna go get these boys this good Cowboys content like no other. That's what we trying to do.
Okay. Appreciate you. And hey, man, I need listen to me. I don't need every person in the comment box to tell me, but I need one or two people to tell me. Is there how does the audio sound? Because it kind of sounded kind of weird in my ear right now. I don't
Who,
need.
me?
Yeah. How did it sound in your end? Landlord. It
I
sounds
think
good.
it sound decent to me. I ain't
Okay, I'm
sure.
just hey, listen to me. I'm just overly over right now. So just, you feel me? But yo, if it sounds weird, just click out and come back in. It's you, it's not us. You feel me? But hey, let's go ahead and get it, man. Hey, I also got my cousin. Hey, we got my boy Henny the Mo live from the. I'm thinking we could do the corner store or the liquor store. Which one you think?
Oh, it's the liquor store, man. Hey, what it is, man, is here the Mo reporting live from the liquor store. And hey, I always tell my folks when they leave out, drink and drive responsibly. But if you see an Eagles fan in the road, you have permission to run their ass over.
Skirt.
Hit mark, man.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You always gotta protect yourself with that allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You feel me? You feel me?
They be like, hitting the more said do it. You know what I'm saying?
Allegedly. Like hey, if you didn't see the live, it didn't happen.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
pretty much. Hey, if it wasn't like in 2023, if there's no audio video, it didn't happen.
Right.
It did not happen. I don't know. It looks
Fact.
just like you. I don't know. But hey, man, you guys already know whenever West Coast goes live, there's two things you guys must do. First thing you guys must do is it's mandatory. You must hit that share button. So I need everybody right now, no matter where you're watching in, to hit that share button. Hit the share button. Hit that share button. Hey, that's what I'm gonna do. The Cowboys got we got 5 Super Bowl rings, right? Now the goal is to get 6. You know what I'm saying? To get the 6th Super Bowl. So this is what we're gonna do, man. I need every single person right now. When I'm gonna count we're gonna count down from 5. When we get to actually I'm gonna count down from 6, because like I said, we're trying to get that 6th ring. I need every single person to hit that share button. All right. So here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, bam. Everybody should have had the opportunity to share the content. So share. Next thing I need you guys to do is whenever West Coast, HTM Sports, Landlord goes live, or any cowboy content creator goes live, there's these things called stars. There's these things called super chats. I need you guys to hit those. What now? Hit the star button, hit that super chat button. Now, what does that do? And don't forget the Cash App. I forgot. I almost forgot the Cash App. But if you ever forget it, it's actually right there. You see the names right there? West Coast Cowboy. See the Cash App right there. You see Landlord from Alabama, Shigading. You see HTM Sports right there. Shigading. So if you don't see if you don't see the Cash App in the comment box, don't trip. It's right there by our name. You feel me? And then I need everybody to hit those. Now, what do we do with those? I'm gonna tell you what we do. My cousin, literally, HTM Sports, literally just Cash App me $209 this morning. Because we about to be going to the draft. Got to get that room. Got to get it. You feel me? Got to get the room. You know what I'm saying? We ain't with that. We ain't with that, one bed. We ain't with none of that. You feel me? We got to get a 2-bedroom with the slide in the middle with the big, you know what I'm saying? We got to be cool and comfortable, you know what I'm saying? So,
Fact.
Indeed.
you feel me? So we got the room. We on our way out there. My boy said pay him in Bitcoin. Let me check the currency rate real quick, because I might be able, I might take it depending on what the rate is. If somebody can put that in the comment box, I might take the Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Those are the types of things that we do with the support that you guys give. You know what I'm saying? Literally, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. The draft, if I'm not mistaken, is exactly 1 month from today. And we all know that if you got a lady in the house 1 month from her birthday, it is officially her birthday month. Like,
Yeah.
don't be talking crazy to me. I might wash dishes, I might not wash dishes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? We already know the countdown has begun. So I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. We're gonna go through this. We're gonna go through these comments real quick. I'm gonna say what's up to everybody, and as soon as I say that, we're gonna jump right into talking about what we came to talk about, and that is Dak Prescott, a $50 million quarterback a year, and then we're gonna start talking about some draft. You want to know why? Because it's March 27th, and we're exactly a month away. Let's get it. So Thomas Smith, what's up with you, my boy? Travis, what's up with you? Erlet Heel, what's up with you, sir? Travis. John Cofield, what's up with you? Funny man, Lito. Hey man, tell me a joke, man. Tommy Smith, what's up with you, my guy? Appreciate you for sliding through. Hey, HTM live at the liquor store. Let me know who's helping you keep them lights on over there.
Man, I got some folks watching. I ain't got nobody that commented on the live yet. So everybody that's watching, Jameson Taylor just dropped in when I said something. Okay, so Jameson Taylor, Porter Wrench Gang, just stopped in and said something. I appreciate you. Everybody else that's watching, please comment so I can give y'all a shout out, man.
Yes, sir. And shout out to Mr. J Word over here. Shout out to Miss Niecy. Shout out to DP Johnson. Shout out to Jameson Taylor again. And shout out to everybody rocking with us, man. We in the building.
Yeah, I think he has to have at least
6 phones.
Exactly.
I got 6 phones.
I was gonna say 2 in the left hand and 2 in the right hand because he's like he's definite. I'm curious. I'm curious because I feel like his line of work might be a little nefarious, so just a little bit,
just a tad bit nefarious.
Tad bit. Hey man, as long as the kids is eating, man. As long as
what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? But hey man, I'm gonna tell you someone else who's gonna be eating, man. He's gonna be eating big old steaks, like big old steak. Just wake up in the morning and instead of brushing his teeth, he just gonna grab a big old tomahawk steak and just bite it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Hey man, hey, listen. Some of y'all about to be pissed off, and some of y'all gonna understand what's going on. What up, Lottie? My boy Lottie, he understands. We need more Cowboy fans like my boy Lottie. Appreciate you, my boy, with the 200 stars over there. But listen to me, Lottie. I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. The world's about to go crazy. Why? Because there's about to be conversation about is Dak Prescott or should he be the first $50 million quarterback? Yeah, that boy was up late on them sound effects on your mama. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yeah.
What's
I
happening?
got 1 or 2 buttons that's working over here. God dang me. I got 1 or 2 buttons. Let's get it, man. But listen to me. The world about to go crazy, man. I need to know, man. First off, how could this even happen? How could Dak Prescott? Because I'm gonna speak. Can I speak from a hater standpoint?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Thank you. How can a dude who ain't won no playoff games, he need help. He need help to win a playoff game. He wear the wrong Nikes. How is any way too nice?
And he's short.
Any dance like this.
He do dances on the field.
He dances like this. You tell me how that dude deserve a $10 million raise, or how he gonna get a $10 million raise? Why are we even talking about Dak Prescott possibly getting a $10 million raise, going from $40 million to $50 million a year, man? Fellas, let's talk about this, man.
Cool. Well, you want me to start since it's numbers? You know I'm eager.
Oh yeah. Hey, I'm about to put up. I'm gonna let you know. I'm about to put up I'm about to show them the picture of the top quarterbacks right now in their APY. I'm just letting you know that.
Go ahead. So since we're up here talking about numbers and that is my forte, I would love to jump in on this. So one, right, the market is, as we know, for quarterbacks always increases. Right now, Justin Herbert and his people are already in contract negotiations. Joe Burrow and his people are already in contract negotiation from initial reports. We see the ongoing saga with Lamar Jackson at this point. So the contracts are going to go up regardless. So that's one thing. Secondly, because we already went ahead and restructured Dak Prescott's contract this year, we ended up backloading the last year of his deal. So Dak Prescott in 2024 is going to cost $59.4 million against the cap.
1 year.
1 year.
Say that one more time. Remember I told you it's like church. When you content, it's like church. And then when you're saying them numbers, you got to make the points. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as you say them numbers, them plates gonna slide.
You got to put some emphasis on
that. Let me clear my throat.
Hey, y'all,
wow.
There you go.
I said 1 year, $59.4 million.
$59.4 million, Pastor.
$59.4 million.
Good grief.
And the Lord said, "Thou shalt eat and be plentiful,
Oh, but what if the devil come in and try to trade thy man? What he can't trade thy man.
And Dak Prescott said on the 7th day of negotiations, I will be here because I have a no trade clause that the law said will be my shepherd.
But what if the devil comes at you and he says, okay, young man, I got you, because I'm going to put this tag on that. Is ass in the Bible? I think it is. That tag on that ass.
In the name of the Lord, I rebuke thee, because God said he has armed me with a no trade clause and said I shall not be held back by my oppressors.
You know the devil gonna come and check on you. Hey, you sure you don't want to sign that?
Time out. I gotta ask Landlord a question real quick.
What that?
You know Jerry Jones very well.
Yeah.
Why in the hell would he sign this contract, bro?
He will not. He will not sign a $50 million. I don't think. You know what I'm saying?
Think about this.
Not for 1 year. That will be reworked.
He's
for
going.
Sure.
Thank you. I'm just curious because I'm just saying you know you didn't did deals with him. You know what I'm saying? You talked to Jerry.
Little slightly nefarious in the dark alley, you know. But it was many moons ago. It was many moons ago.
But I'm just saying from the Jerry from the Jerry and you love that you've been around. I'm just curious. Do you think Jerry Jones would pay any Dallas Cowboy ever in life that we could think of $59 million? Oh my bad, $59.4 million for one season?
No, absolutely not. See, this is what's finna happen. Okay, I feel like this is a crossroad for Dak Prescott, though. You know what I'm saying? I think he should get his money, but I think you got to decide this year. You got to decide what you're going to do.
What do you mean you got to decide? What is you talking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about you got to decide because you ain't trying to pay him $59 million next year.
I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. It's
yes, you say got to decide. You mean like we got to decide if we want him to be our quarterback for the future, or what is you?
Yeah,
what
not
is
us. I'm talking about the Cowboys.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Yeah, they gotta sign him, extend him right now, unless they want that cap hit to be $59 million. And I'm sure they don't want that to happen. That's my point. So this is a critical season for the decision they gotta make. That's all I'm saying. So I know Dak finna ball. So if he finna take us to the woodshed. I want y'all to know that. Right. If they don't do it right now, bro, Dak is finna ball out, and then we're gonna be back in that same situation. That's what was my biggest point in contention with the front office. Y'all don't remember? I was like, when have the Dallas Cowboys bet on Dak Prescott? They don't hardly ever bet on him. They bet against him. So this year, with them making a couple of moves like adding Brandon Cooks, I felt like that was a small bet towards Dak Prescott. But I'm telling you right now, bro, he always been betting against Dak. And what happened? He lose. You know what I'm saying? Jerry been losing every time he try to bet against Dak Prescott. And common sense will tell you after a while, maybe I should bet with him. You know what I'm saying? So he going to have to decide what he want to do this year. I think it's going to be critical.
Yeah, I'm also going to add this little tidbit of information in. The last time that Dak Prescott had a competent wide receiving core, he threw for 37 touchdowns to only 10 interceptions, and he was top 5 in passer rating, completion percentage, wins, and everything else across the board. So, now adding Brandon Cooks really might have stacked the deck against Jerry Jones. We're talking about, negotiation power, because last time Dak Prescott even had any kind of weapons, he went crazy. Facts. So, just imagine what he'll do in a better offensive system, because the West Coast offense is very quarterback friendly. He has 2 wide receivers that have gone over 1,000 yards in the past 2 seasons, because Brandon Cooks is only 1 year removed from being a 1,000-yard receiver. You have a good offensive system. Brian Schottenheimer, if you look at what he did with Russell Wilson had his best statistical season in Brian Schottenheimer's offense. So everything is pointing towards Dak Prescott having a crazy statistical season.
And he will.
And think about this too, fellas. Think about this. Real talk. It doesn't even matter. Like, I know fans, listen, Cowboy fans. I am a Cowboy fan. My heart beats just like you, even if I tell the truth. Listen to me. Dak don't even really got a ball this year because his contract is a win-win for him. Because think about this. Say Dak don't ball this year. What are you going to do next year? You're going to release him? Okay, worst case scenario, what? You're going to eat $60 million? And then guess what? The very next year, he's a free agent. The very next year.
Ain't no way they gonna eat that much.
And think about this: if he don't ball, you're not gonna want to pay him $59 million. So then you're gonna want to give him a new contract. You're gonna want to do something with the contract. But then on the opposite end, think about this: if he does ball, then that 59 million is now worth is not even is now that's like that's the base. That's what you can almost start at. Why? Because that's what he's already guaranteed. If you're Dak Prescott, right? The only way you'll come off of a 1-year $59 million cap, like that type of money, is if it's an extension and you're going to get more money over the life of the contract. But bro, you're basically telling me to give up $59 million to hope. No. I got, if they say a bird in the hand is better than a bird in the, what they say?
Bird in the hand better than two in the bush.
There you go. Give me that $59 million in my hand right now.
And listen, it's not even going to be 59 million in dead money. It's actually going to be 61.9 in dead money if they cut him pre-June, and then it's going to be another $36.4 million in dead money because the way that they constructed the deal, they have voided years at the end of his contract. So even though he'll be a free agent, after the 2024 season, they added 2 voided years and spread money across those years for cap purposes. So, outside of that, you also have a dead cap hit in 2025 of 36.4 million and another dead cap hit in 2026 of 11 million if you were to cut him pre-June the 1st. If you cut him after June the 1st, it's a smaller dead money hit, but you're still gonna owe him dead money for the next 2 seasons because it'll be
you won't have him.
Yeah. Excuse me. I got one question, sir. Please. One question for Mr. Henry DeMore. Okay. So are you telling me that truly, if you really are a Cowboy fan, for the financial well-being of the team, you should be rooting for Dak Prescott to do well. So because if you have to pay him, if you have to pay him, right, you at least feel decent about giving him some money. You see what I'm saying? Like you'll be feeling terrible if Dak does bad because you still in a lose-lose situation. So it's in your best interest to root for your quarterback to do well for the well-being of the team.
Yes, because even if you wait and cut him, you designate him a post-June cut. There's still 25.4 million dead money in 2024. It's 25.4 dead money in 2025, and it's $11 million in dead money in 2026. So you add all that up in dead money, there's still over $60 million in dead money just not have them on your team.
Exactly. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else. You know what you made a good point, landlord. You know what that also should make you do too is like that should also make you want to surround him with quality weapons because bro, you're paying a lot.
Yeah, and then you get to get to the bottom of if he that guy or not. Because if you know what I'm saying,
keep it real with you. I think we ain't even gotta ask him if he's that guy anymore because it doesn't matter if he's that guy anymore. When you paid him, and I think Cowboy fans kind of like got to get over that. Like if the being that guy, the only criteria is winning a Super Bowl, that means Dan Marino is not that guy.
Nobody was that guy for real.
Exactly.
Because it take a team now. So I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like if you could surround him with the best possible team possible, and he still falls short, that is a big indication. Like maybe we need to move on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily think that because there's been great team every year. A really good team loses in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gonna take some L's regardless of who you is.
It's like, when you lose a game, you can't just look on the quarterback. You got because like think about this. Jalen Hurts was not the reason they lost that game. Philadelphia. That was not. He was.
I don't know.
Hold on.
I don't know because he fumbled that ball, bro.
They still had a 10-point lead though going into halftime.
Okay.
But listen, Jalen Hurts was also not the reason that they won the first 2 games to get them there because he had poor numbers there. So it is a team effort. Sometimes your quarterback's not going to play well, but you have running backs, you have receivers, you have.
You can't argue that. You can't argue with take a team.
Yeah. So it's always going to take a team.
I mean, Super Bowl is the ultimate team achievement. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no in the NBA you can easily put certain players on certain players and then instantly they're going to win a championship, right? There's not one player in football that you can just drop. Not even Patrick Mahomes. If you drop Patrick Mahomes on any team, it doesn't guarantee he's going to win a Super Bowl. Because why? Because they've only won the Super Bowl 2 times in the last 5 years.
Yeah, he done lost a couple times. So
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. There's no guarantee. Football is the ultimate
team sport.
And that's why. Go ahead.
I was just about to say, I said it's you gotta have the good equipment manager and everything. Like everything matters, bro. Everything matters when it comes to like that's why I say Super Bowl is an organizational type victory. You know what I'm saying? It's not just the players, it's not just the coaches, it's not just the front office. It's a collection of all of that. Like everything has to go right. That's why it's so hard, bro. It's not something that's easy. You know what I'm saying? It takes everything to go right. And on top of that, not only do you have to have the right collection of players, you have to have the right coaching staff, you have to have the right front office to make all the right moves, put this team together. And then guess what? You still need luck. You know what I'm saying? You still need luck just to hope to God that your team be healthy in the most critical situations. So it's a lot that goes into it, man. It's very, very hard to do.
Yeah, and my thing is this, man. Like, I think Cowboy fans as a whole need to get over paying quarterbacks. Like, if your ultimate goal is to win a Super Bowl, then your ultimate goal needs to be, I want the best player that can be our quarterback that is available, and and honestly put it on these owners. Like D Law said, one of the most epic things that don't get talked about when he said, "Hey, man, that's Jerry's job. Jerry figured it out."
Hold
Like,
on, Wes. Wait 1 second. Christopher Gills. I don't know. We need to confirm this here. He says Gilmore is wearing 21?
Correct.
What? I thought he was gonna rock with the 5.
No, he's wearing 21. Brandon Cook's number has not been chosen yet.
Ooh, he
I mean,
gonna
it
have the
makes sense.
Dion on?
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, somebody asked me on my live the other day, like, what did I feel about him wearing 21? I was like, from a Cowboys standpoint, it makes sense because you got to think like this: the Dallas Cowboys, the way jerseys are made, and in out there is like they just print up numbers, right? So imagine they probably have millions of 21 jerseys right now. That all they got to do is just take the nameplate off the back and put Gilmore on the back. That's it,
Yeah.
and they're
See,
already ready to sell.
it is gonna look a little weird, but man,
Yeah, I mean,
he
to
gonna
keep it
give you
real,
them Dion vibes, ain't it?
That's
yeah,
what
I
he, that's
agree.
why he posted the Deion Sanders thing.
See,
Remember?
yeah, I seen that yesterday, but I thought he was talking about just, you know what I'm saying,
Matter.
just bringing it in for being on the team and being a star. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
seen
no,
star on there.
I mean,
He
think
was
about
talking
it.
about the number.
Man,
I
think
missed
about
it
it,
out.
man. Think about it. He is a probably gonna be a Hall of Fame cornerback himself. He probably grew up idolizing Deion Sanders. So you
Yeah.
get to play for a franchise that Deion Sanders won a championship with,
and
right?
where's
And wear his number, like
And
you
get a
can't
chance
turn
to
it down.
win one.
Yeah, so you
yeah,
can't turn it down.
because think about this: when Zeke came in, everybody was asking him, "Is he going to wear number 22?" He was like, "He's going to wear 21." Zeke kind of made the 21 what the 21 is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean that here recently, but I mean anybody that's a corner knows. I mean, come on, bro, you want to wear that 21, bro.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You want to
In
wear
Dallas or San Fran
anywhere, bro.
or Falcons.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, you grow up junior high school.
21 one of them numbers though.
Yeah,
It's
21.
almost like 23. Yeah, it's one of them numbers. Like
You
22. Yeah.
Heck yeah. But yo, just to kind of like, piggyback on this conversation we having about Dak Prescott and as far as his contract and things like that. I mean, the Cowboys definitely got to put this to the forefront, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because, you would think that I think if other organizations you would honestly start seeing them making some head moves on this, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like the Cowboys are like one of those organizations where they're like, maybe we're just gonna like keep going along, and maybe he doesn't know, or maybe he doesn't maybe he doesn't understand, you know what I'm saying? But they need to, I personally would like to I would like to think that the Cowboys are being more proactive with that contract because your lack of proactivity in a case like this could cost you a whole lot of money, man. You can go from 50 to 53, 56 because 50 is literally about to be the new 40. Like,
Yeah.
because 40, like, I remember when $30 million was a whole lot of money. I remember when Kirk Cousins got $30 million and everybody was tripping. Like right now, bro, I mean, Geno Smith is getting $30 million. And hey, I salute Geno Smith, but it's Geno freaking Smith, man. Come on.
Hey, man, some of these people, these announcers and these analysts are ranking him over Dak. And like it is just
Off a season, and that's the
craziness.
thing.
It's
It's
craziness.
called recency bias. Because you
Yeah.
look at it overall. Hey, shout out to Taiwan for
And
the
a lot of
$5 donation.
commentators
I
right now,
appreciate you
a
for the
lot
love
of
and support,
people,
my guy.
Geno Smith is the new story too. So a
Yeah.
lot of people, like, even though they be talking that ish, when it all come down to it, they still be putting that, they put a little bit like, because I want Geno to be better than Dak. Because Geno has the story right now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, listen, if you look at the overall body of work, there's nothing that you could put Geno
Get
Smith
one
on Dak
season, man.
Prescott. And listen, we'll talk about a player who's top 10 all time in major passing statistics. Every time they slander Dak Prescott, like how can he not be a top 10 quarterback right now when he has top 10 all time statistics, right?
The eye
Yeah.
test. The eye test.
Bro, they had Derek Carr. They ain't even. I seen some people they didn't even rank Dak in the top 5 in the NFC this year. That's just
It's
ludicrous.
disrespectful, but it's
That's
okay.
craziness to
You
me.
know what? You know what team? You know what players? You know when you see stuff like that happening, you got to understand that is people putting their projections on players. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't about to start it, but I mean a lot of that. Shout out to my boy Tyjon with the $5 super chat.
Appreciate you, sir.
I mean, that's a super sticker. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, they like to impress those thoughts on there. You know what I'm saying? And to kind of like, we talked about Dak for a little bit. I want to spin it, man, because, one thing I do know about the Dallas Cowboys is, I think a month away from the draft, everybody's asking me, West Coast, you think the Cowboys are done? I think the Cowboys are done bringing people in for free agency for right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you wanted to bring in anybody else, you would have brought him in last week. Bobby Wagner just got signed. Like, I mean, we're not getting DeAndre Hopkins. You're not getting Bobby Wagner, like,
Or Odell.
So I think free agency for us, I think we can all agree it's not over. In
The
the
splash
sense,
players are over.
yeah, there you go.
The big moves.
And
They
listen,
done.
The big moves are over. I believe so too.
And listen, the moves that I think can actually help our team are not even splash players anymore. Like, it'll be cool to get the Fords Buckner, but there are a couple of defensive tackles on the open market right now that are better than what we have, and we'll probably sign for veteran minimums, right? So,
I'll take Calais Campbell too.
I definitely take Calais
Calais
Campbell.
come here, oh man, but still, I think, man, if you can, man, see y'all, they need somebody like us in the negotiation room instead of dollar bill, man. Cause I tell him, man, look, man, you want to get that ring, bro? Come on over here. Do you see this defense we got right here? We got a real shot. All we missing is you, and we gonna get there. So let's do it.
And
Like he an older man too. What you still playing for if you don't want to go for this ring? Like I had him over there ready, bro. Come on and sign up and quit playing, man.
And listen, there's so many guys that are available, dog. Like, forget Jonathan Hankins. Like, there's somebody we could bring back, but it's not even like these super crazy names. Like Shelby Harris is a very good defensive tackle. He just got released and he graded out better than Hankins did as a run defender.
You missed Tyjon West with another super sticker.
Man, my bad. I thought it was the same one because the super stickers show up differently in the super chat. So my bad, y'all.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Tyjon.
Yeah, thank you, Tyjon. Appreciate for the love and support.
I thought it was the same one. My bad.
It's all good. Then you look at names like Linval Joseph, even older guys like Ndamukong Suh are available.
I'll take Sue. I mean,
Ashawn Robinson.
He probably watched. But
they do not like Ndamukong Suh, and Ndamukong Suh has literally put on a Cowboy jersey and said and posted on his own Twitter. Cowboys said no thanks.
They still didn't want him.
Maurice Hurst, like there's a bunch of guys like y'all just don't know the names because the defensive tackle is not a sexy position. You don't say the quarterback.
Mike Tyke, go ahead. Mike Tyke says Dak getting $50 million. Oh hell no, he's not worth a tenth of that, bro. I had it with it. Dak is not taking. Okay, man, my bad, Mike. I thought you were saying something of substance. My bad. My bad for reading your comment.
Show me where. He won 61 games since he's been a quarterback. And last time I remember, he had a playoff game this season where he had 5 touchdowns. Like he literally had the best playoff game in franchise history.
Y'all gotta listen to me. I'm
gonna
say something to y'all.
He ain't coming off the hip, boy.
Some of y'all gonna be able to do this, and some of y'all not. You know what I'm saying? If you can't do this, it explains a lot. But listen to me. Y'all gotta let that 49er game go, bro. Like some of you guys are literally trying to use that 49er game to define this dude's whole career. Like, bro, y'all need to knock it off, bro.
And they got to remember, somebody who they googly-eyed over, Aaron Rodgers, they was been googly-eyed over him his whole career. He's been struggling with that same 49ers team. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough squad to get over, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's a tough defense.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's all together, too. You know what I'm saying? That defense had him looking pedestrian. Actually, had him looking worse than Dak was looking against them. So
and Taiwan. And listen, it's Taiwan. It's Taiwan.
Oh, Taiwan. My bad.
You know, the Detroit Lions had Aaron Rodgers saying he had to get up there, get the hell up out of there. But yo, man, let's slide on real quick because I wanna talk about it, kind of move into draft and content like that, right? So before we can even get into that, we've already understood what Cowboys have done in free agency. So I want to kind of talk about what are positions of need, because before we can identify players, I think we need to identify what are the needs. What are the needs right now for the Dallas Cowboys, and what are some things that we might be looking forward for us drafting in this first round, or not even just in the first round, because I think so many people focus on the first round, but just looking at the overall totality of this draft, do you guys want do you guys want a balance, of even offensive players, defensive players, or you think this needs to be a draft like when Micah came in and it was like primarily defensive players? Or do you guys want to draft like when it was Dak's rookie year, where it was primarily offensive players? You know what I'm saying? So what are you guys looking in this draft right here? And I'm gonna grab some water while you guys answer this question. Go ahead.
Well, real
Okay.
quick, I'm just gonna say it like this: like when you have a good off season in free agency, you fill most of the holes, on your team. You have earned the right to go best player available wherever the hell that you want. You
Facts.
you went out, did your due diligence. You got Brandon Cooks in. You got Brandon Cooks for the next 2 seasons if you want him, because that's how long his contract is. You went and got Stephon Gilmore, who shores up that cornerback number 2 position. So you did what you needed to do with your pretty much your 2 most critical spots. Because even though we were not a great run defense, our run defense was better down the stretch. When we added Jonathan Hankins. So you wanted to just re-sign Jonathan Hankins and hope for the development of these other defensive tackles, as it's been several years now, you could do that. So I really would go best player available regardless of the position. So let's say that one of these good wide receivers fell to us at number 26, or you had the best run stopping defensive tackle there, or you got the best running back, like let's say Jameer Gibbs is still available, right? Then you have earned the right to go best player available with the free agency that you had. So that's how I feel with that. It doesn't necessarily have to be all offense, all defense. Just whoever is there. If the best player at number 1 is an offensive guard, you need to take them. If the best player in the second round there is a wide receiver, you need to take them. You don't need to overcomplicate it, because when you get into the mindset of just drafting for need, you have a tendency of missing out on good talent, because
Reaching. Yeah.
yeah, you're reaching. That's how stuff like Tristan Hill happens. Tristan
Hey,
Hill was
I like it, Tristan Hill. Come on, man.
no, we're not going to do that
Oh, you talking about
Taco
the draft?
Johnson.
As a draft?
in the
Yeah.
draft.
In the
Like,
draft? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was a reach. That was a reach.
yeah, it was a reach, because like you had obviously better players there, like Thornhill.
I
Like
was
even
just about to say Thornhill.
like Thornhill, like he was obviously a better prospect than Tristan Hill, but you went and drafted him over there. Just like
But
I
remember
feel the same.
your defensive coordinator also said that they went and spent his 21st birthday in a hotel, because that was kind of weird to me. That was the weirdest story I've ever heard in my life. Tristan Hill and Rob Marinelli spent his whole 21st birthday, because it was around the draft time weekend, and I forget where they were, but they just kicked together that whole weekend. He ended up being the pick.
Yeah. And that's why Rob
That's
Marinelli is not the defensive coordinator
I
anymore.
like he wasn't
yeah.
And
he was Rob was a good coach. He was
he was
but
a good coach. He
he
wasn't he
wasn't a
wasn't a
good
good talent evaluator.
I
No.
think he was a
there you go.
great defensive line coach. Yeah.
Exactly, but he
Yeah.
wasn't a good coordinator. No.
Yeah.
I,
I
I'm
don't
also
know.
I'm also going to add this in before I pass it over. Just the same way I don't want you to reach for position, do not reach for preference. When you go out for preference, you end up with the Kelvin Joseph
What
getting
is
drafted.
preference? For those who
Pref-
don't, what
for
is preference?
preference is like, you have a player has to fit, a physical prototypical build for you to want to draft them. This
Mhm,
like they prefer longer corners. They
mhm.
prefer somebody that's 6'2", but like that does not necessarily make you a better player. Like, that's what happens. They could have had a Asante Samuel Jr. He did not fit their atypical mold of what a cornerback looks like, so they went for Kelvin Joseph. And while Kelvin Joseph did have high marks, he tested out well. It was obvious just looking at the film that Asante Samuel was a better prospect. So
It was
that's how stuff
character
like that
science
happens.
mostly with Kevin,
Yeah.
but
Cowboys thought they were getting the Cowboys thought they were
still.
exactly.
I think that's what be our problem a lot of time. Like, bro, we pretty dope when it comes to evaluating talent in the draft. I think when we get in trouble, it becomes like it be stuff like that. I
Getting too
think
cute.
our cheapness, yeah, I think our cheapness. Cause think about that. It might sound strange me blaming that on cheapness, right? But look, I think they look at Kevin Joseph like, we can get another first round pick and a second round pick.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? That's cheapness. Yeah, that's what they trying to do.
I don't mean to cut you off. Tyrone Church says it must be an indication AB not coming back. They just gave Brandon Cooks number 3.
Yo, AB out of here then. You know what I'm saying? But look, I look at our cheapness.
Also remember, AB is also a free agent. So
Free agent.
Yeah, he's a free agent.
An injured free agent at that.
Yeah. But I just look at that. I think that kind of I think that kind of go back to their cheapness. You know what I'm saying? They trying to squeeze that lemon until it ain't got nothing left in there and trying to turn 1 into 2. They trying to trap it out. But like when it comes to the draft though, man, I look at it like this. I went on a rant yesterday on my show because I don't want a defensive tackle. I don't think them guys, they look like great prospects. I'm not sitting up here saying that they're not good or they won't be good in the future. But I feel like my team is way too close to be dependent upon a young college player to come in here and dominate grown men on this defensive line. That typically does not happen. If you look at the history, defensive linemen do not come in the NFL and just dominate day one. They do not.
For the most part.
I'm talking about, I said typically. Typically, yeah. Because, like, think about this. The things that I see the fan base want from a defensive tackle, they want a dominant defensive tackle. Nobody is up here.
That's gonna be a grown ass man.
You need to get him. Yeah, you need to get him from free agency. Like the things that we craving for, we need a D tackle. For you to say that we need a defensive tackle, it's obvious that you want a dominant guy, and that's not what you're gonna get typically from the draft. You know what I'm saying? These young players don't really just step in and just dominate in the defensive line interior like that all the time. Look at Jordan Davis. That was my pick. That was my question.
Red-shirted.
Look, that was my question, Wes. Look, that was my whole argument yesterday. Do y'all think either one of these top defensive tackles that people raving about, like the Kansas guy and Mizey, do y'all think these boys are better than Jordan Davis? And if the question is no, Jordan Davis couldn't even get on the field.
But see, let me tell you.
That's dangerous.
Let me tell you though. The only pushback I'll give you though is let your guy.
Yo, look, I said the only way you can combat that is the Eagles line is better than ours now.
Exactly.
But I said
Devon Hargrave.
Look, I said that if he would have been a Dallas Cowboy, he would have been playing.
He would have started.
He would have been playing.
He would have probably had a good season too with Dan Quinn.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna listen.
But the risk is still there. That's my point.
Always risk.
The risk is there, but I'm gonna tell you this too. I think it also illuminates a bigger freaking problem too. Like you didn't mean to do it, but you really pulled the sheet off and a bunch of roaches ran out everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Because what it really shows is this: the Eagles drafted a guy who would have started for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Who was a backup for the Eagles. So think about that. That wasn't even a priority, but they still added it. Think about this. When we needed a defensive tackle, you know what we did? We drafted Quentin Bohannon. I love him, but bro, a 6th round pick.
Talking about Bohannon.
Yes. Yeah. And I love Big Q. He nasty on the mic too.
I think he can play.
I believe he can play too.
You know something I just found out. You know something I found out. This man daddy was a member of 3-6 Mafia. I ain't know that.
Quentin Bohannon can rap, bro.
Yeah,
he's legitimate bars.
That's crazy. His dad was a part of 3-6 Mafia.
What was his dad's name?
Gangsta Black, I think.
Country Black.
No, it's another one. Let me see.
Talk back in the day, his daddy wasn't Lord Infamous, was it?
Nah, it's Gangsta Black. That's his name. He
got
probably wasn't a known one, but he was a part of 3-6 Mafia.
I did an event with Terrell Basham, and we was driving home. I was taking him back to the crib, and he put some music on there. It was a song with Quentin Bohannon, Dante Fowler, Terrell Basham. And I'm gonna tell you this right. You know that boy.
Boy, he looked like him too.
Yeah, you know that boy.
He looked like Country Black, Gangsta Black.
He looked like him. He bigger than his daddy, but he looked like Gangsta Black.
Yeah, that's his dad. He was a part of 3-6 Mafia. I thought that was just crazy to me.
But yeah, Quinn Bohannon sound like that boy that dude that Big X the plug out of Dallas.
Yeah, Big X going crazy too.
Yeah, he
is. Big X going crazy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. I like it. But no, like I ain't gonna lie. I might get in my detective bag on Big Q. Cause I'm telling you, bro, he was one of my players. Like, you could say it's wrong. You could say I was wrong, but I projected Big Q to do good this year. And I think when I seen him, he was doing well, but some reason he couldn't stay on the field. I'm gonna go do my detective work on him. Cause I think he can play. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to go see what happens.
I'm not saying I don't think he can play. I'm just saying you shouldn't be drafting the guy in the 6th round to freaking like in out of nowhere, bro. Like you
No,
should.
I'm talking about it's a narrative that he just, he ain't that he's just terrible all of a sudden. But
I don't know.
I want to go see what he was doing.
The only thing I'll say about Quentin Bohannon is he can't stay healthy. But this is the point I was trying to make about Quentin Bohannon. And we ain't even got to say his name. I would just say a D tackle. If you have a problem trying to stop the run, you cannot fix that with a 6th round D tackle from anywhere.
Yeah, no.
It could have been a D tackle from Alabama.
Them couldn't be your expectations. No.
Exactly.
No.
Listen to me. You got to think like this: stopping the run. Well, just be honest with you. Most offensive lines don't even have rookies on them, bro. If you go look at the offensive lines in the NFL, bro, there's probably like there's every team at the most has one rookie. And if they don't, everybody else has some level of experience, because this offensive line is like, even if you go cheap on it, you can't go cheap in experience. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then think about this, bro. You're either playing some veteran rookie or some fast ass running back, bro. A young defensive tackle, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, people be like, yeah, but they got the size. Listen to me, fam. 330 pounds in college is not 330 pounds in the NFL. That is a totally different weight, bro.
That's why I say
COVID matters.
Grown ass man size, bro. You got to get it's, and I'm gonna tell you the that's why it takes so long for offensive linemen to really become who they really are, because it takes a minute to understand that size. Because in college, this dude is 350, but guess what? He probably got like 30% body fat. Yeah. This dude's 350. And he's like 2% body fat, bro.
And then that dude in college, he might be finna be a doctor. He might not even be about to play in the NFL.
He gonna be a truck driver.
He might be nefarious. You don't know what he finna do.
This dude over here, he's trying to pay for his girlfriend, his wife, and his mama house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And his side piece.
He got to make sure he get that check. You know what I'm saying?
So that's a totally different jazz, man.
I said the same thing yesterday. I said, I think as a young old lineman, you really your main objective for him is to survive.
Yeah,
I think your main objective for a defensive tackle, though, you want him to dominate, and that's a tough ask for a young player. You know what I'm saying? You don't want him to just be standing there. You want him to cause some havoc. You want him to prevent them guards from getting to the second level. You want them to clog up some of them run lanes. You want him to do some gangster stuff.
Hey, think about
what I'm saying?
Think about this. Name me, just off the top of your head, the most dominant defensive tackle rookie.
I can't.
Bro, I can't. Listen to me. If you ask me that question about every position,
probably Aaron Donald. He's about the only one.
But think about it. He's a generation. Like,
it don't happen. That's my point. It don't happen. That's why I said it typically doesn't happen. That's why I don't want to bank on that. I want to go get me a veteran defensive tackle. I'll take my chances with a young tackle or a guard, offensive tackle or a guard. I'll take my chances with that. You know what I'm saying? Or opposed to trying to draft one of these top defensive tackles, and then he come in here and he need a year or so to develop. Because you're going to have to be a freak to be dominating these players year one. I'm sorry.
And you know something else that I don't like too is the guys that we're drafting have higher ceilings than the guys that are on the team. So
they said Aaron Donald took a year. So that's my bad. That's my bad then.
But think about this. We ain't Rams fans. But listen to me.
Yeah.
Imagine it. I lost my. What was I saying? What was I saying? I was about to say.
We were talking about the defensive tackles, I believe.
Defensive tackles. What I'm about to say? Defensive tackles. I was about to say.
Nah, my bad, man.
No.
Yeah. 4 moments later. You know that?
I lost it. It's all good.
Dang, my bad. I ain't want to interrupt you, but I do be wanting to make sure we got the right information out there.
Action Pal said Warren Sapp. You know we ain't getting Warren Sapp in the draft.
You know what I'm saying? Now, one of these dudes ain't looking like that now.
Now, I will say this. Like, if you're asking like who's most ready to play defensive tackle in the draft that can actually help
Oh,
us.
I remember.
There you go.
Go ahead.
That's it. Okay. I'm gonna tell you the perfect time to draft a defensive tackle would have been
When?
last year. You want to know why? Because you had Jonathan Hankins. The
Facts.
Cowboys need to start using these older players to coach these younger players.
A
Like, to be
bridge.
honest, yes. Like, to be honest with you, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I would actually go, even though I got Trevon Diggs, you probably still need to draft another corner high because you still theoretically need Stephon Gilmore's replacement.
You only got a year of him. You're correct.
You know what I'm saying? So who is, like, you need to find a guy in the draft that looks like that guy and then train that guy to be like that guy. And I'll tell you, that's what these other organizations do. Like Chris Carter, Chris Carter was on the team. He was getting frustrated. You know what they did? They drafted Randy Moss. Get up under there. You know what I'm saying? It's called the mentor program. The mentor, like, you know what I'm saying? Or like
Passing the torch.
landlord said, or the what'd you say? You called it what you called it, the bridge, a bridge.
Yeah, bridge. Yeah.
You got, like, listen to me. We got to start identifying players like you. Listen, and there's positions that you just flat out need a bridge. Like, you just can't go cold turkey in. Like, middle linebacker. Like, I wouldn't draft a high middle linebacker, honestly, unless I had a really good coach. You want to know why? Because the bridge you have is a guy that you don't even trust. So it's like, where does he get that extra ooh-op? And to be honest with you, in your first years, it's going to be the players that's going to teach you more than anything than these coaches. Because you got to remember, even though these guys are coaches, man, this is just another dude coaching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm going from you, who I don't know, to a guy that I've been with for the last 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So you really, and it's like, when you, like, right now, you have names. You have big names. Make Stephon Gilmore train this dude. Yeah, he gonna make Diggs better, but bro, Diggs is already good. Diggs is like Scottie Pippen. Like Michael Jordan can only make Mike Pippen so good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he can go make somebody else better. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna help Bland out players like that. You know what I'm saying?
Bland, the Sean Wright, the guys behind
you need a real outside corner, because I want to leave Bland and inside. You need a real outside corner.
I think the biggest need is O-line now. Now that they using Tyron Smith like a swing, which I don't agree with. That's what the rumors are. I don't agree with that. But, you know, if that's the way they're gonna approach this, now we need a guard bad.
You need a guard.
And I said, hey, if they release Lyle, what y'all think about bringing him in for a cup of coffee? That'll be a good bridge. I think he'll be a dominant guard, but they said he don't want to play guard. So
Steve Avila is begging us to draft him, and you know he's the kid from TCU. He's from Fort Worth, Texas. He wants to be a Dallas Cowboy, and he's one of the better guards in the draft. So if he's there at 26, I draft him.
Somebody said Pippen helped Jordan, not the other way, because Pippen snapped without Jordan. Yeah, but Pippen also lost in the playoffs without Jordan too. He sure couldn't get that Bulls team when Jordan was playing baseball. I know that. You know, I know that very next year when he came back, though, he went right back to the finals and won.
He failed. I went without Jordan.
I know he couldn't get past Jordan when he played for them Blazers either.
And them Blazers didn't do nothing.
Blazers didn't do nothing, man. I love Jordan. I love Pippen too. That boy from Central Arkansas, man. My mama, every time every say you
with Conway.
Yeah, exactly, man. We love us some Scottie Pippen, man. And we was back in the day, we was telling him that girl, he was the one that carries. We was telling him back in the day, Scotty, she ain't the one, Scotty. Scotty wouldn't listen. You know how Scotty be. But yeah, man.
Yeah, man. But I'm finna have to get ready to get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody, man. I'm real close to hitting that 1K on Facebook, man. So if y'all can help me get there, I think I'm like 50 followers away. So we coming on down that line, West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
but
sir.
I got to depart, man. Unfortunately, I got to get to this day job. But I appreciate everybody rocking with me, man. Follow your boy Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media, man. Y'all finna keep rocking?
No, I gotta go too.
I'm gonna be on here for a minute.
Okay.
All right. Well, hey, man, it's your boy Henny the Moore over here at the liquor store. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. Please go to the page, hit the like button, share button, subscribe to the channel if you have not, and keep sending your donations. We're going on to the draft. Like Cuz said, I already hit the money for the room. I appreciate y'all. Y'all were able to get that for me. You were able to make that happen. So, you know, just keep supporting. And, you know, we'll bring y'all good quality content when we get there. So I appreciate y'all for everything. And I'll see y'all later.
Facts. We'll holler at y'all, man. All right, Wes.
All right, so hey man, we're gonna keep on pumping out for a little bit, man. So yo, let's go ahead and get it, man. Y'all got if you got questions or comments, put them in the comment box. I will be on here for another at least 30 minutes. So let's go. Craig says you guys are great together. Appreciate you, man. Hey, you guys don't forget Top Star Giver today. We'll be going home with a Micah Parsons jersey. So make sure if you haven't already, Top Star Giver is going home with a Micah Parsons jersey. So make sure you guys hit that star button, man. Appreciate you. Let's go. If you got questions, shout out Renee. Shout out Bubba and shout out Lottie. Appreciate you guys with the stars over there on Facebook, man. Appreciate all three of you guys. Chop Top, we says, your opinion only. I said, oh man, y'all chill out, man. Chill out. It's too early in the morning for that. What's up, Action Pal? I see you, my guy. Appreciate you for tapping in. Appreciate you. Kobe used to abuse Pippen. We are the only organization that makes babies be grown without their daddies. I mean, I think, I can agree with you. I actually agree with you on that. But the only thing I will say this is I think every organization does it to some player at some point in their, in the year because they have to. I think the Cowboys are just the only team that are okay with doing it. Like that's a form of business. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to let my 13-year-old drive. She can only drive in case it's like an emergency, like if zombie apocalypse or something, and yeah, jump in the car and drive and come get me. But yeah, other than them circumstances, no, my 13-year-old can't drive. Shout out Randy with the 100 band. Appreciate you, OG. But yeah, my 13 can't drive. You know what I'm saying? But the Cowboys, they letting their 13-year-old grit drive like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like we do stuff that teams do, like a franchise tag. A franchise tag is a break in case of emergency. Like that is we're gonna use this if we cannot get a deal. Whereas that's what other teams use it for. Whereas in the Dallas Cowboys use the franchise tag as it's just common business. Like it's like they use their fire extinguisher every day. Like, no, that's not what it's for. It says break in case of emergency, bruh. Cowboys Nation, it says, for real, bro, I've never seen it be played ever with Cowboys Never says, for real, bro, I've never seen it and be played everywhere on that line besides center and Deshaun A. better guard than tackle to me. Okay. What up with you, Mike? Appreciate you. West Coast, check out my cousin Mozzie Smith, film D tackle from Michigan, ran 4.49 at the combine. He's a beast and run stuff. Okay. Hell yeah. Give me an interview, Ma. Hit him up. Tell your boy West Coast want to talk to him. I'll talk to him. I'll sure talk to him. Michigan always put out some boys. Taco Charleston kind of let me. Taco should not have been drafted in the first round. And Taco Charleston was a third round prospect. If he would have been drafted in the third round, he'd probably be fine right now. But when he got drafted in the first round, and the Cowboys did that, like nobody had Taco Charleston going in the first round. They drafted him in the first round and put those expectations on him. Shout out Terrence G. Mackey. It's not like Taco Charleston going to look at them and be like, no, I'm not a first round pick. Don't take me right. He's not going to do that. He's going to go out there and try to achieve. And he couldn't because he wasn't ready. Go over here on YouTube. Questions. Hey, put them in the comment box. I should have put up the phone line. I'm thinking about putting up the phone line, man. What y'all think? You think we should put up the phone line? My Action Pile says, bro, I'm confused. So can we be our four horsemen and start our own final word or call it let me find out? Man, you crazy, man. Hey, if you want trying to get on that time, man, come on. Call in, my boy. Let me know. West Coast, I see you over there. Hey, I'm going to do 2 more questions and I'm about here, man. But, hey, man, just to end this, just to kind of finish up this conversation on Dak Prescott, man, I'm going to tell y'all like this. At the end of the day, the Dallas Cowboys got to get in front of this thing. Reason why they got to get in front of this thing is because this year is going to be fun and entertaining. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Anything that happens this year is going to get marred by if we don't have a quarterback the very next year. It's going to hit. And the Cowboys, I'm going to tell y'all, the only way for them to get better leverage on Dak right now is to either get another quarterback in here or hope that he fails. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real with y'all. That's how business works. Because if Dak balls, that $59 million is going to be less than that. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I have a feeling like Washington's going to make a play for a quarterback. They have to feel like they're only a quarterback away. Like, think about this. Washington was damn near able to do what the Giants did. Well, the Giants won a playoff game, so I can't say that. But they almost made the playoffs with Carson Wentz and like 3 other dudes with their quarterback. They have to believe if we can get one more guy in here, we're going to be good. They have to. Bruh, I'm coming so we can be the four husband and start our own final word and call it Let Me Find Out. You crazy. Hey, Action Pal. Hey, I didn't understand your comment when I first read it, but listen to me, man. If you got a computer and you got a desktop, man, we can rock. I ain't tripping. I am not tripping. You feel me? 2023, I try to open up my brand. I open up my page to everybody, so we can definitely split that talk. I be wanting to have. Listen to me. I be wanting to have. I need to have like a my first cowboy show content show where I just let people come on here, man. If you want to do a show with West Coast live on the air, man, bang my inbox, man. We'll figure it out. I'll get you guys on here. We'll figure it out, man. We got a lot of time to go, man. We got to find new talent, man. You guys already know what it is. Never look down because stars up. Peace. Hey, if you speak Spanish, though, I'm really looking for you.